Hey guys, this is Milo, and today I'm going to be talking about my art portfolio that got me into RISD. So starting around 6th grade, I started a YouTube channel and I was making gaming videos and tutorials, and I really just wanted to improve my production quality for my videos. So I put a big focus on learning video editing, learning cinematography, and all that good stuff, and I kind of like that. It was a bit creative, but also I liked making money. That was a big part, and also growing a community on my channel. So starting in freshman year, for about 2 years, I was doing crosscut saw restoration and axe restoration. These are really obscure niche hobbies. Like crosscut saw sharpening, pretty much only 80-year-old guys do. There's such a small community that I found, and this really was interesting to me because it was hard to find knowledge on these topics, which I never experienced before. I had to join Facebook groups to find out information and to answer my questions, and I met a lot of really cool people online that helped me. And it also taught me craftsmanship and the importance of being precise and accurate with the way you do things. A part of axe restoration, I learned handle making, so that taught me basic woodworking skills. I learned leatherworking to make axe sheaths, and I've been focusing on leatherworking for the past 2 years now, and that's kind of my main focus. Also, about last summer, I started learning alteration tailoring, and I'm really interested in fashion and just historical menswear stuff from about the early 1900s and up. It's kind of a weird interest of mine, but I really like it. I've been working in clothing stores for the past year now, and I mostly am a salesperson, and I fit people for suits, and it's really fun, and I know a lot about it, so it works out pretty well for me. I also have to give credit to my art teachers because I didn't do this all on my own. I did learn a lot through trial and error and also through YouTube, but last year I won the BCPS Film Expo, which is just kind of a school-wide competition, and if it wasn't for my art teacher last year, I wouldn't have been able to do that. He really helped me and supported me. And then also this year I had an art teacher that makes her own clothing and does leatherwork, and now jewelry making. She literally learns everything. She's really inspirational to me, so she supported me with leatherwork. My first major project for my portfolio was an axe backpack. This was this weird modular contraption where an axe slides in through the back, and then there's these pouches to hold your items. I kind of learned that for a backpack you want to have a main compartment or it's not going to be very functional. It also taught me the importance of comfort with shoulder straps, and then also combining functionality and aesthetics. After that, senior year started, and I wanted to make a cool binder for school. Before, I was using a case-it binder, and it was just falling apart, and to be honest, it was garbage. So I took inspiration from the design of the case-it binder, and I made a big leather binder that kind of resembles a briefcase, but it's 3-ring, and it has a pouch for my laptop and my sketchbook, and it was really functional. There were some flaws with it, some of the edges were really thick. I should have skived that down so it's thinner, and then also the handle wasn't amazing, but it served me for the whole school year, and it was a nice briefcase. So one thing that I forgot to mention is that I hand sew all of my leather projects, and it's really time consuming, so every project takes me about 3 weeks to a month and a half, and I also have to balance my time with school and work. After that, I made some small little projects in between, just some flat basic carvings, because I was in a fine arts class, and for the homework assignments, I did leather carving. I'm really happy my teacher let me do that. I was trying to improve my carving skills so I could make a larger scale project. Then we had a vanity school assignment, and it had to talk about wealth and material possessions. And this was a longer homework assignment. I think it was a month long, just because we had winter break, and I wanted to make something really cool. So I made a backpack. I name it Double Packington City. This is a hiking backpack that has carvings of lumberjacks because I like axes. And then also it has dandies on it because I like fashion. I could say that there's some special meaning to it, like classism and all that, but really, I just thought it looks cool. Also, this backpack taught me more complex pattern drafting just because I had to carve the designs before I actually sewed it together, so there wouldn't be any margin issues or any overlaps. And I also dyed my leather carvings, and I had to choose the hardware for it, so it was a pretty big project, but now it's just a hiking backpack for me. Also, this was in the BMA Art Museum for a little bit. My art teacher selected it for a student exhibit. After that, we had an art assignment for school where I had to do some kind of painting. My projects before didn't involve painting, so of course I had to paint on leather. So I made this big tool trifold thing that just holds all of my leatherworking tools, because I need a solution to moving my leatherworking tools around in college. I learned that I don't like the look of painted leather. It kind of resembles vinyl, and I just don't think that's very nice. I also learned glue bending, where you kind of like glue two panels together and they have to be glued in the bent position, or there'll be like weird wrinkling and stuff. And then also I learned binding. And then after that, my art teacher was just really inspiring me to make more like fine leather goods. So I made like a little crossbody satchel for carrying my water bottle and some other stuff to and from work. This had finer stitch density. I used linen thread for this one. I used a lot of different seam techniques and a fabric lining. So it was a really complex project, even though it's just a small bag. And this one took me about a month, and it was just so much sewing. Oh my god. Also, looping back to the very beginning of all my leatherworking journey, I did have some axes and axe sheaths in my art portfolio, just to kind of fill the space and also show like what I spent 2 years learning, because that really was a big part of my journey as a craftsman and also just learning design. I'm working on an Hermes style briefcase. It's made of box calf leather, and it's going to be pretty cool. It's a little on the smaller side, so I can't fit too much in it. This is going to involve like a leather lining, edge painting, tighter stitch density, and just like a lot of like luxurious aspects of leather work. And once I'm done tailoring the suits and making the briefcase, I really won't have that much time left in the summer. So I want to make a pair of rugged boots, similar to the Pacific Northwest work boots like Nick's and White's. I will do a hand welted construction. I have been learning shoemaking for like the past 2 years. I just haven't applied it yet. So that's something I want to do before college. And after that, I plan to make a crocodile briefcase slash bag. It's going to be a bit larger so I can carry stuff around for school. And it's going to be designed by me. I already designed it. Alright, and that's the end of the video. I feel like I covered a lot, and I'm really excited to go to RISD. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm excited to just be in a community of artists and designers, and just to learn more. I love learning stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and feel free to like and subscribe. Peace out, guys.